Good morning. I wanted to just make a video and kind of showing the process and the progress of my Blu-ray collection. I'm pretty proud of it. Just started it. We found pretty good deals on these. And I just kind of wanted to go through them and share. So far, this is the collection and whatnot. But this is not every single movie we own, but this is definitely like all of the Blu-ray that we have physically. And pretty proud of it. Now, they're not all movies. Some of them are shows, and that's something that I want to collect too, is just some of the shows and everything. So there's the ones that like, oh, we could rewatch it all the time and everything. I think I got just one show in here. Yeah, just one complete show. And we have a story about that. But to start off, we have Lego Justice League Cosmic Clash, the original movie. Never seen it, but I've used to play a lot of the Lego games, and I like those. So, I mean, if, hit or miss, we'll see. I mean, I doubt it's going to be like a masterpiece or anything like that, but probably just going to be enjoyable and whatnot. But, yeah. So, this one kind of was really funny. The Lego Batman movie, if y'all have never seen this, you'll need to, watch this pretty soon, because this one is way funnier than I thought it would be. This is definitely one of the better Lego movies that I've seen. Probably the best one, but I absolutely I like this one. This one is pretty good. You throw it on and then you get kind of caught in it and whatnot, because we like to put movies on in the background, and if this is on in the background, I could not help but watch it. It's that good. This one, well, this is a double feature, but this is pretty good. This one is so this is the first one, this is the second one. This is Spider-Man, the animated one, but it's with Miles Morales. The art style, the soundtrack, and the story, just a banger movie. I think it's one of my favorite movies ever. It's really, really good. And one thing that was really cool was not being able to know, with the first one, I mean, it's pretty straightforward. He's trying to figure out his place amongst the Spider-Man and, things like that. And it's really cool seeing all the Spider-Man come together, but the second one blew me out the water. I had one of those feelings where I was the first one was really good. I don't know how they're going to top it. They absolutely topped it. Did not see where they were going with it or anything like that. I'm kind of one of those people who are able to, kind of figure out where a story's going within 5 minutes or whatever. But they did so many good callbacks to the first one, and it was little details, and they absolutely used them, and they used them, executed them way better than I could have, 100%. So I just thought, then this is one of them where they just took their time with it, and oh man, when it was ready, and they took their time with it, and rightfully so. Definitely one of, I wasn't even collecting movies at the time, and I think honestly this was probably the thing that set it off, where I was oh man, I want to collect movies because of probably this. If I had to guess, I don't know for sure, but I definitely had this before. As soon as it was available, I got it. I had to get it. This one has been in I don't really have a top 10 movie list, but anytime I did a list of movies of my favorites, Megamind has always been a part of it. Also Fantastic Mr. Fox. They came out around the same time, but and I don't have that one, but this one, absolutely love it and whatnot. I've watched this movie so many times. A couple years ago when I was younger, I recorded it off of our TV, and I had watched it multiple times a day, almost every day for like a summer, and almost memorized every single line of the movie. You're right, and I'm not a huge rewatcher of shows and stuff because like I've seen it once, did it, and that's what video games too. I don't really replay video games a whole lot, but I'll rewatch a couple, but that one I've probably seen the most in my entire life. It has to be between that and Grease. Next movie is Epic. This one's pretty good. I haven't seen this in a long time, but I just remember it being a good movie and it being funny, but I don't fully remember what it was about. Then we got a 4-movie Christmas feature of The Polar Express. It's the holiday season and everything. Or some would say it's movie season. And maybe that's almost every... I don't know what movie season would be. I think it's just cozy, so it's like you stay indoors, watch movies and whatnot, But yeah, this is pretty good. I feel like this is a pretty good catch, or pretty good find. Probably the better way to say it. I've never seen this, The Space Between Us, but what I was told was that involves this kid being born on Mars, and I don't know how they're gonna do that. But heard it was a pretty good movie, and so I'm gonna trust that. Hopefully they're not gonna lead me wrong. This one, I've seen this one. I thought it was alright, but it was pretty cool. I think it's worth having. I think definitely a different, Snow White story that I think that I've ever seen, but pretty cool and everything. Sorry for that. I eventually want my collection to have a pristine and clean look and whatnot, but tearing off the labels and everything because I gotta gatekeep. You can't be at my store, but I gotta figure out a better way of getting these off. Normally I just take Clorox wipe it and everything, but it takes a long time, and I feel like there's a better way of doing it. So eventually these are gonna look good and whatnot, but I'll clean them. They have The Karate Kid. I want to go home. I just remember that line. But The Karate Kid, I like this one. That was pretty cool. Like, it's one of those movies like where, man, you just hate bullies, but just wanting to get in karate and fighting and beat somebody up and just stand up for people. Just a good one. At least that's how it made me feel. Might made somebody not feel that way. But next movie we got Passengers. I've heard a couple of songs from the soundtrack and everything. So from what I hear, and then I always hear that it's a good one and whatnot. Never seen it, but I'm sure I'd like it. I don't know. It just has that. When I look at it, it gives me that kind of feeling like, yeah, you're gonna be a good movie. This one, never seen it. I'm probably gonna dread watching this, but it probably will be one of the better movies I've seen. So I'm hoping for the best with this. I mean, it's got that's a fat cast. So there ain't no way that's gonna be a bad movie. So I mean, that's how many people is that? 18 people. Golly. Yeah, that's a lot of people. I didn't realize that was like 18 people in that. But hey, it's that time, that Christmas movie season. I did watch this the other day. Thought the dog was the funniest part because it's literally a human saying bark bark, and like Batman's voice. It's really funny. But it was alright. I mean, you know, it's definitely for children. But I don't know. I like Lego movies and superheroes, so I could see myself rewatching this. Got a double feature. I did make a video about this and Snow White on VHS the other day and whatnot. Give it a watch if you've never watched it, my video. But also this too. Give it a watch. I mean, it was pretty good. It's a feel-good movie. I definitely enjoyed it. Our that was told the soundtrack of the movie was really good, but our speaker on the TV is messed up at the moment, so gonna try to fix that and whatnot. Yeah. So the movie is pretty good. You know, it's a romance and whatnot. And then Hitch is a classic. A lot of people like that one. From what I've seen it when I was younger. I'm sure I'll appreciate it a little bit more now that I'm older, and can understand a lot of what's going on with the themes and things like that. Now we got Harry Potter. I'm a Harry Potter fan. I'm not the biggest Harry Potter fan, but definitely enjoyable. I mean, this is an experience for sure. Anything with like a world or like, you know, where they've got like a whole nother world on top of, you know, reality and things like that is just a pretty good experience and everything, and something easy to get into. And it's pretty cool because you watch them get older and stuff like that. But the later movies definitely have a different feel, and I'm sure there's reasons for that. But yeah, I remember watching Scooby-Doo Cyber Chase we had on VHS, and the first Harry Potter was as like one of the commercials before the movie started. And so like that's what they would do in VHS and stuff like that, is like they would have kind of like CDs. I mean, they would do commercials and stuff like that. And you know, but I remember that always being a commercial, and just remember it and never seeing it. I had just recently watched it like a couple years ago, like all of the Harry Potters, and it was pretty cool. And I'm probably not the biggest Harry Potter fan, only because like I didn't grow up watching it, and I think like a lot of things are only as big as they are because of nostalgia reasons. Now some are like fantastic and when they're like brand new and whatnot, but I think when you hear about something so much and you're told that it's good and it's good and it's good, and it just makes your expectation like way higher, and you're not able to experience it for yourself. So, and maybe that was probably why I'm like, it's all right, you know, not like it's all right, but it's a good movie. Next one we have is, this is a 9-film collection. Oh, it is Noelle, so hopefully she stays out of the camera. But this is Batman and Superman. This is all the classics. Christopher Reeves, Michael Keaton, and the other, I can't think of the rest of them. I can't think of the rest of them, but yeah, I'm a big Batman fan too. I love the, you know, Batman from 1989, the Batman music, and the one that's on the Lego games. Man, those are like, I watch it for that reason. And maybe that's probably one of the reasons why movies are, you know, like it's just that experience and that feel. You know, you can't hear that music anywhere else. Next one, we have The Dark Knight trilogy. So this one's pretty cool. It's all 3 movies, and I got the collector's one, so it came with a little book too. So I'll just kind of show that. But I didn't even know this was a thing. It's pretty cool. But you got this, and you know, it unravels like that, which I think that's pretty cool. That ain't pretty cool, but I'm gonna just quickly fix this. Oh, okay. That's a little interesting. So it's like, that's cool. It's weird. It's like you can't. So I don't know if you can see that, but I didn't know that. But you can't. Like I just tried to put it back. Well, this has to go on top. It's really weird. This has to go on top, and you have to slide this in between. So this has to go on bottom, and then you have to put that on top. Interesting. I don't know why it was made like that, but this is a book all about 3 movies and whatnot. Pretty cool. I kind of like this kind of stuff. We also have like a library too, of like a little collection of books and stuff like that. But this is definitely really cool. And I mean, if I was a billionaire, I'm telling you, I would build me a Batmobile. That's for sure. Don't know what y'all would do with y'all's money. Well, first I would get a house, but then after that, I would definitely, build me a Batmobile. Let me know what y'all would do if you was a millionaire, or money wasn't an item and everything. Definitely be, building that and not working. But this is the last one and whatnot. We got the complete series of Friends on Blu-ray. Now, I had just watched, and this is when Matthew Perry was alive. Rest in peace to him. But this is kind of weird because we were watching and going through the entire season or the entire series, but I had not watched it, and it is just a feel good, fun. This is something that you can put on all the time, and I mean it's just so good. And like shows have its ups and downs. There's better parts and whatnot. I mean that's like with everything in life, but this one was definitely one of the better shows. One of the top shows for me. But definitely, and like while we were watching it and everything, and like we had just finished it recently, but while we were watching it and going through the show, we were watching it and we literally got the news that Matthew Perry had passed away, and we were watching it while reading that at the time, and we was like, oh my gosh, like it was the craziest thing. Like I don't know if y'all have experienced something like that where but I will not forget that. And then I bought his book. But yeah, so definitely really good. Now they have the Friends anniversary on HBO Max and whatnot, and I don't know if y'all have seen that. You've seen the show and then watched that and whatnot. I didn't really like that, but that's just me. Maybe it was different for you guys. But yeah, thanks for watching. That's pretty much just everything I own that's Blu-ray, and just wanted to show my collection, just talk about a couple of these and whatnot and what I had to say. But yeah, that's all I had to say. But thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below, like the video, and let me know what if you have a favorite movie or a favorite show. Let me know what it is, and feel free to comment down your movies and stuff you like. But y'all have a great day, and thanks for watching.